Well, good morning. I wanted to take a couple of moments to talk to you this morning about another aspect related to our stewardship campaign. And every week for the last couple of weeks, we've been making announcements about giving to the life of the church. And I thought it would be important for you to hear about where our giving goes, why it's important for us to give. We don't want to just celebrate um, that we are able to pay the bills, which is a great thing. But we also want to talk about where we're making a difference in the world. This is a very hurting and needy world, and it's good to know what we give is actually making a big difference. The Old Testament tells us that Abraham was told by God, through you, through your descendants, all people, all nations will be blessed. As Christians, we believe that comes true through Jesus Christ, and through us as Jesus' disciples. We are called and we are reaching out and blessing all nations around the world, and especially through our Methodist denomination, as you're about to hear. Jesus said, "Whatever you do for the least of these, my brothers and sisters, you do for me." And of course, we do good not just because we are helping Jesus, but because we recognize that each individual around the world is called to be a child of God, is called to be our brother and sister in Christ. And we want to make a difference in those lives. So, as you can see from this slide, about 92 cents out of every dollar that we put into the plate stays right here in our local church. It goes to keep the lights on. It goes to make sure that we're able to maintain our facilities as a clean and safe and adequate space to do the mission and the ministry of Christ here. But 8 cents out of every dollar goes outside of our church to serve missions and ministries in our community, in our state, and around the world. And that's what I wanted to talk about briefly. In our community, you probably have heard me say on occasion how wonderful it is that we are able to make a difference in feeding the homeless at St. Vincent de Paul. Besides that great ministry, we also support the local food pantry. And besides these ministries, our United Methodist women reach out in many different ways to help around our community and around our state. In our state, our giving through the apportionments that go to the annual conference help us to support camps and ministries around the state of Florida. And together with other Methodist churches, we contribute to the World Service Fund, and that helps us to support in the United States 67 different medical centers that are in low-income communities to help those that wouldn't be able to have access to medical care. And we also are supporting missionaries in 163 countries, 870 some odd missionaries in all these different countries, in addition to the missionaries that we're supporting through our local church, Deb Ralph and her ministry in Kenya, and the Griffiths going to Sierra Leone to serve in fishing villages in Sierra Leone that are so poor they have no electricity and no running water. And they'll be getting help medically from the Griffiths, and with the ability to learn how to get fresh drinking water. And they'll also be learning about Jesus Christ through them. And so we are blessed to be able to share in the mission and the ministry of Christ in such an easy and simple way as to put a few dollars in the offering plate. And those dollars make a huge difference in our community, in our state, and around the world. And I feel blessed to be a part of that and to be a part of that with all of you.